Hello, class. Hello, class.
Hi.
How y'all doing? The sign in not working, correct? Or y'all not signing in?
I honestly
I
forgot.
can't get to it.
Huh? Just go ahead on and put your name in the chat. Yeah, and then I'll be able to go from there. All right. So I posted 2 more assignments. I need to well, let's look at those previous 2 assignments. Let me share my screen. Minimize this. And I'll just share my screen. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go to module. All right. So what happened? Where we are? Some students for the virtual box with Ubuntu, I had mentioned, I think in class, well, when we was in class, that you were to do the loading of the virtual box, but also to run the program that I assigned, also that bash program in CoCal and on the virtual box. But I think it was Mr. Marla. I did not have or didn't mention in the assignment about the virtual box. But what I did, I created a link, this link here, installing in, well, no, not that one. Well, the permission here where you the same program that you did in the file, the CoCal, I wanted you to also submit that screenshot in this one. So some of y'all, I graded the assignments, so you saw what mistakes you made. So all you had to do is make your modifications and run the program in Ubuntu, and you should get the output. All right. What else? But I posted I think 2 assignments for last class period when we didn't have class period was the device driver and the 4 popular desktop environments in Linux. All right. So hopefully you've done that and I've got that done. And I don't know if it's due by tonight or let's see. Yeah, I got it due by tonight. Okay. Yeah, so that's due by tonight. So make sure you follow my specifications and everything, and you do your research and give me your works cited, and hopefully you got good content. So I'll be looking at those after tonight. So let's look at the 2 new assignments. Then I'll go over some information that will help you do those assignments. And those assignments are dealing with now everybody took programming, correct? Hello?
Correct.
All right, so you should be fine. So and it's not any heavy programming, but you need to kind of understand programming. So let's look at one of the assignments. Let's look at this one first. Well, I can look at this one. Let's look at this program. This program says using the CoCal or either your Linux VirtualBox, either one you use, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters to me is when you execute your code, I want to see the executed line. I want to see the execution of the code and then the output and then the $ prompt. Don't just come and just screenshot or this information and say, oh, I done my program. That's no evidence that you done it. You could have typed that in the editor, screenshot a little section and turned it in. So anybody who got complaints about that, hey, you didn't give me what I asked you. I asked you to screenshot the whole desktop to make sure you are in the application. Because otherwise, anybody could just type, enter your name, John Doe, hit a line, enter your name, whatever, and do all this and say, oh, look, my output. No, but if I see this $ prompt here, I see this statement to execute that file, then I see all this, and then I see the $ prompt at the end, I know that you executed the program, and this is the actual output of that program. All right? Because this program says, write a bash script that will allow you or user, but you to read in your name. Okay, so now we're dealing with variables. We're gonna go over that in a little while. Read in your name, read in the course name, right? Or you could normally, if you looked at the example, I used the CSCI 2153, and the instructor's name. And my name is Mr. Sylvester, Sylvester. All right. Then it said, prompt the user to enter two numbers and determine which number is greater. So if you look here, a prompt, enter first number, a number was in it. Enter a second number, a number was in it. And then it said what, 28, and this is how your output should come out. Whatever number that was put in, if this was 100 and this was 5, 100 is greater than 5, all right? Or if this was 3 and this was 3 and this was 40, it should still say 40 is greater than 3, all right?
You mean Mr. Sylvester?
Yes.
Are you supposed to be sharing your screen or are we supposed to be looking ourselves?
Huh?
Are you gonna share your screen or are we just looking ourselves?
My screen should be shared, huh? It's not shared. Let's see.
I don't see it.
I thought I shared it. Let's see something. What's going on? Here we go. Oh, let's see. Wait a minute. Let's see something. I thought I did a share screen. Yep, it's showing. Or unless I didn't. You can see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay. So, like I said, the first time I was showing you, and like I say, I was showing you the assignments. These were the assignments, and this was the two. These are the two assignments that are due tonight. This one and this one. Not that one. Yeah, this one and this one. All right. So these two assignments are due tonight. Linux super user, I said the drivers, but Linux super user and managing user accounts, and for popular Linux desktop environments. This is the two new assignments: Bash Shell assignment 1, Bash Shell assignment 2. So let's click on this one. All right. So now it says using Cocal or either your box, write a Bash script that will allow. So you're gonna have to create a file that will allow you to read in your name, the course name, and the instructor's name. But then after that, you're gonna prompt to enter a number, then enter a second number. So two numbers, enter two numbers, and then determine which number is greater. All right. So now it says in this example, if 10 is entered for the first number and 3 for the second, you should output your name, course name, instructor's name. 10 is greater than 3. But on the other hand, if 33 is entered for the first number and then 100 is entered for the second number, the same code should produce the output. Well, I got this wrong. I need to remove this. 100 is greater than 33. All right. So not the 10, but the 100, because once you run it, everything and all that other information is wiped out each time you run it. So I'll go ahead on and remove this for the second choice. All right. So now it tells you submit your script file, so that file you created, and a snapshot of its execution. So you're gonna submit that file. Normally we created them with the .sh, and then a screenshot. And like I said, for the screenshot, or I was mentioning, I want the executable command listed. All right, it should be the from your $ prompt. You executing that command, and then you're seeing the information that comes up as it's being executed. Enter your name. John Doe was entered. Enter the course. CSCI 2153 was entered. Enter instructor. Mr. Sylvester was entered. Then enter first number 28. Enter second number 2, and then this is the output. Okay, so you should get output in reference to this. Questions, and everybody understand the logic, right? Questions?
So far, I believe I got it.
Okay, all right. So now let's look at the second one. All right. Anybody who's taken my class should somewhat recognize this program in 193. In 193, I gave you a program to write to where you had to input your name, the city, the state, the semester, the year, your major, and the job you was expected to get once you graduated. Once you did that, then I wanted you to output the information in this format. This is one line of output, this is another line of output, and this is the last line of output. So, and I'm just going over it. I'll go back over the instructions in a little while. What is your name? A name was inputted. What is the city? What city you live in? A city was inputted. What is the state? A state was inputted. Okay. The semester you entered college, it was inputted. The year you entered college, it was inputted. Your major was inputted, and the job you expected to get. Once that's inputted, you should get this output: hello, comma, all right, a blank line, and then my name is, and look, John Doe. John Doe is not typed out. John Doe is printed because of what? The information that was stored into that variable. Everybody got that? All right. I am from what? What city? Baton Rouge, comma, and then where? Louisiana. So I want all these punctuations and all that, the periods, the spaces, all that in there. I want the space after the period, right? I want comma, spacing after a comma, all of that. Capitalize all your beginning of the sentences. So computer science came from major. Is my major. But then too, let's go back and say I enrolled at BRCC fall 2020. Where they came from, fall, and then what year? 2020. I plan to work as and then come from here, system analyst, once I have completed my studies. Questions? So what you're gonna have to have is some variables, right, class? To hold the information that you're typing in. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So let's look at what it says. Write a shell program that will prompt a user to input answers to the following questions. What is your name? Where do you live? All these 7 questions, all right? Now, once the user has inputted the answers to each question, output as follows. And look, hello, my name is, and then the variable, whatever. I am from city, comma, state, period. I enrolled at BRCC in semester, space, year, period. Major is my major. I plan to work as a job. once I have completed my studies. So this is showing you where the actual information should be printed that you typed in. All right. Now, again, submit the script file and a snapshot of its execution. And this is a snapshot of the execution. It's showing me where I'm at. I'm in this welcome a screen, a terminal of CoCal, and then $ prompt. This file name was test.sh and executed the file. And then this is my output. All right. And then the $. Question. All right. So now let's go over the information that you're going to need to do this. All right. And it's almost like learning a new programming language, but at the same time, like I say, you have a computer science background, so you should be somewhat familiar when you start seeing this information. All right. So bash programming, even though you wrote a program already, bash script can be used for various purposes, such as executing a shell command, running multiple commands together, customizing administrative tasks, performing tasks automatically, etc. All right. So knowledge of the bash programming basics is important to every Linux user. And what that means is many times you can delete files. You can have a bash file to delete X number of, like say, if I wanted, rather than go in the system and say, at the end of the semester, I need to go out and delete all .cpp files off the system or whatever. Rather than you having to go to the command prompt and try to type whatever and do whatever, you can have a bash script that goes in and wipe out whatever. Because sometimes, just sometimes, if you set up a system to where you don't have an actual user's credentials as they log in, you might have something like user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4. And like I say, you could go in and shoot out a command to wipe out everything from whatever, and you can do that using those scripts and whatnot. All right. Variables have no scope. All right. Now everybody should know what scope, the scope of a variable means, right? Hello. Hello. All right. The scope of a variable. Remember when in 193 when we talked about the scope, if I had an if statement, say I had my main function. And then I had variables declared in my main function. Then I had an if statement in that main function, and I declared a variable within that if statement. If any variables declared inside that if statement is only local to that if logic. If I try to use the value of that variable outside of that if logic anywhere in my main program, I would get an error. So that's what I mean by that's what I mean by the scope. The scope of any variable that you create is global, meaning that it can be used. It's used anywhere when you write your code. There's no modules. All right. So there are no standard libraries. You don't have a module system. So when you create a variable, it just can be used throughout that program whenever you use it, however you use it. All right. But the advantages are pretty great. You can easily invoke the command line tools just like you were in the shell. So it's like you can have command lines executed within that shell, which makes it very powerful. All right, and the Unix approach of having many little utility commands really makes shell scripting shine. So you know how you can have backup. If you wanted to back up your system at a certain time, all right, you can have scripts created with all your parameters and whatever, so you don't have to remember it each time to type it in. You could write that little shell and execute that shell every time you want to execute it. And many other different things you can do. Create your own utility programs to do whatever specifically to what you needed to do. So that's all they're saying, can be done with bash programming. But what we doing, we writing independent files because we don't have a system, but we write them and we execute them to see actually what they do. All right. Scripts are stored in files, which you got to create a file. Now it tells us it doesn't matter what the extensions are or whatnot, but it does matter that you have this in it if you want it to run on the system. All right, but we running them independently now. So you can give any name and extension to the script, to the shell script. It does not matter. All right. The important thing is that you must start it with the shebang, all right? So which is the pound exclamation point / bin / bash, all right, on the first line, all right? So it says the file must be an executable file. Now, remember when you did your homework assignment, you created a file, but what did you have to do once it was created in order to run it? Anybody looking at this next statement? What you had to do to it?
Change the commands.
Change the what?
The user commands.
The permission.
Those permissions.
Right. You have to change those the execution permissions, right? Because what? When that file was created, you didn't have a executable permission, so you have to make sure you know how to go and change the permission. Because like I say, some people that maybe not in class gonna get that assignment and they're gonna start creating a file, and then when they're gonna try to execute it, it's gonna say no permissions, no whatever, and they're gonna be like, well, Mr. Vest, I could never run my program. I created it, but I can't run it. The reason being, they did not remember to change the permissions so that it can be executed. All right. So, and this is done simply by using the command change mod. And then for the user, you want that file to be executable and whatever name it is, whatever that file name, dot, whatever, however, whatever the name is. All right. So you got to remember that. Okay. You got to remember that. All right. So now, so here, you can also put comments in a bash file. You put a comment by simply putting the pound sign, but how would I say it? Excluding this first line here, any other line that has the pound sign would be considered a comment, all right? And it tells us we even could put a comment at the end of a line, just like we do in C++ when we put a / at the end of a line. Same thing can be done here with the pound sign, all right? So I say comments are one of the most important things when writing programs, and especially your bash programs, because you add parameters and maybe time schedules and whatever. So you might want to create comments so that you know specifically what that particular system program that you've written is doing, so that you won't be guessing or well, let me just execute this. Or it might be deleting certain files, and you don't want to delete those files till at the end of the semester. Because if you happen to delete student records or student information at midterm or like a week before finals or whatnot, that can cause major problems, for you as a person administering a system. All right. So you might want to have explicit details as to what the program is to be doing. All right. So like I say, you could have the comments. And we know comments are unlimited at the beginning of a line, starting a line, and then you can even have them at the end of a statement. All right, no problem. All right. So who could tell me what this statement does in this program here? What does this statement do?
It just displays this is the test.
Right. That's all it does. Echo displays this is a test. All right. So variables. All right. So when you're writing bash programming, you can have variables, and variables can be assigned values. Now, this is one of the keys. You can't leave spaces. If I leave spaces, they're going to try to recognize that space as an operator, and you're going to get an error. Everybody got that? Okay. Now, the programs you're writing, you're not assigning values, but I'm just letting you know. These are examples. Do not put spaces in between the operator, the equal sign here. So it says you can set assign variables using the equal operator. So name equal value. And this value could be just a representation of what the value of it is equal to. But if we type this in our program, what would name equal to? If we type this just like this into a bash program, what would name be equal to?
A string
What would it be equal to?
value.
Value. You understand what I'm saying? If I just say name equal value, then it's value. Being that we don't have no other statement about values in the program. All right. Now, so look at this. Year equal 2020. So now the variable year is equal to 2020. Name equal Ruage. Name will be equal to Ruage. Nickname is equal to Tough. So now what? I could put it in double quotes, or I could leave it in without double quotes. Now, the double quotes would work fine basically when you have what? A string with spaces in it. Because I cannot say name equal Batten Ruage, Batten space Ruage. Everybody got that? Everybody understand that? I cannot say Batten space Ruage. But if I put double quotes, then I could say Batten a space Ruage. Everybody got that? Everybody understand?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now it says that you can print a variable, okay, and also even when you reference a variable, and I'll go as far as to say that, like if you're using it to reference what the value is, like in an if statement, you have to use the dollar sign in front of the variable name. So you can print a variable by using the echo built-in command and the prepending a dollar sign to the variable name. So here I said year equal 2020, and here I'm doing what? Echo dollar sign year. So dollar sign year just represents what? Whatever the value of year is. Everybody got that? So echo dollar sign year would produce what?
2020.
2020. So let's look at that. Let's because we've been talking about those things. So let's see. I had this here. Let's see if I can get out of this. Oh, I got to start the project over. All right. Click it stuck. Okay, here we go. Can I get out of this? Oh, this is the dollar sign. I have all right. So if I do something like VI, I'll say class, or let's say CSCI. Okay. All right. So I'll do that. Then I'll do the pound. I gotta do insert first. Pound that slash bin slash bash. All right. Then I could add a comment. This is program. All right. Then I could do echo. Just doing echo does what? Give me a what? What the echo by itself just gives a blank line. All right. Now I could do echo and put I could do that also. Either one, it'll be the same thing. All right. Be the exact same thing. But then if I do what? Year equals 2020. All right. What that was? I'll say name, and I'll say equals, and then I'll say Baton Rouge, and then I'll say nickname equals, and what we had Tough, and I'll do it without all right. Now And now, if I wanted to output those three values, what I have to do?
Echo and then the $sign.
I'll do echo what? $sign, right. Or I could say, I could do something like this. Come on. Okay, all right. I could do the year is $sign year. You see what I'm saying? So what I just did, now I'm writing output where it's gonna have the words I want, and embedded in it is gonna have values. The year is whatever. Okay. And we are in, okay, and I'll just close that. Okay, that's the end of my line. Echo. Notice it's in double quote. And then I'll say $sign name in Baton Rouge. All right. Period. Okay. Okay. This has been a and nickname. Yeah. Not nickname, it has to be what? $sign. All right. Period. And close it. Then echo. And then echo. I got all them echoes at the beginning. All right. All right. So now, okay, hit escape. Let me delete these out. I'll do a DD. All right. Hit escape and right quit. All right. Then I can do /. Not is it test? I gave it a different name. I gave it CSCI.
Sample. Yeah, that sh.
Yeah. See? And that's when you're going to get the permission. And then all you have to do is change mod. And then for the user, you just do plus execute. Did it? I got to give the name of the file. And it's
put a space as well.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think that matters. And CSCI .sh. Right. Well, then,
space.
But I didn't think it mattered. Change my Oh, it didn't matter. So /CSCI.sh. All right. So look here. I didn't put input. Put my phone on. Let me turn this off real quick. All right. So now, so look what happened. The year is, and look, 2020, and we are in Baton Rouge, period. This has been a tough year. So see what happens? The variables was created, well, really assigned within what? The program, correct? Everybody saw that?
Yes.
All right. Now, what I can do, let's look at this. Let's VI it again, and we're going to get back to the notes. Let's see. Did I have that? Let's VI. Now, let's say we don't know the year. We don't know, I'll leave name. We don't know the location, and we don't know that this the verb we want to use. Say we want to just have those variables. What I can do, I can prompt you to input that data, okay? Now, the way that works is you would simply use a command called read, okay? Now, but the thing is, just like in with C++, when we were talking, every time you want to do a CN, it would behoove you to do a what first? What you would need to do first for the benefit of the person using the C out, so they'll know what to put in, right? Okay. What it is you're asking them. So what happens is here, I'll take this off, all right? And I'll have to do something else. I'm gonna take this off. I'll just leave the variable names the same because we're gonna output them. So like for year, I'll do I'll hit enter. And then I could say, please, I'll do echo, please enter a year. And I'm just saying whatever a year, you know, we don't know what what's going on, whatever, but we just want to represent a year. So please enter a year. Open double quotes, close double quotes. Then we'll do read the program. Read year. Everybody got that? That will prompt the user to input the year. So what I'll do here is say echo, please enter what we did with this for name. A city. Okay. I'm gonna X that out. All right, please enter a city. And then I'll say what? Read name, which is city, but you'll have it like that. Then I'll say what? Echo double quotes, enter type. All right, having. All right. Enter type of year you are having. All right. And then I'll say read without nickname. All right. So now I forgot to put my double quote. Notice how the color didn't change. I forgot my double quotes at the end. All right. So now the system will accept a year, and then we're going to represent it, and to output it, $year. It's going to accept the name. It's going to output it with the $name. And it's going to accept the nickname and output it representing this $nickname. So if I hit escape, right, quit. All right. Then if I do the diff, look what it say. Please what?
For a year.
Please in a year. I'll put 2010. I'll just change it up. In a city, I'll put New York. If I could type. Okay. And type of year you have. And I'll put okay. Just put okay on it. Okay, I'll hit enter. Look. The year is 2010, and we are in New York. This has been an okay year. So everybody kind of see what's going on here, right?
Right.
Hello?
Right.
Right. And we should somewhat know how to program. So in looking at this, we can look at this and say, okay, well, Mr. Sylvester wants us to read in a name, read in whatever, read in a city, read in a state, read in a semester, read in a job title, right? And now, excuse me. And now he wants us with 3 lines, well, really 5, because you had the hello, comma, space, and then the 3 lines. And on those 3 lines, output whatever that text was. Everybody got that. So that program should be done, right? Right, class? Hello?
Audio, right.
Right? What I'm saying, you should be able to do that one, right, with no problems, correct?
May have some issues if the website doesn't want to work, but yes.
Well, listen. You're not learning if you do it one time and say you're done. I would say if you have a error, let's put an error in the program. Let's do that, because you probably won't get it the first time, but that doesn't mean to stop. You understand? So what I did, I took the semicolon. I mean, not semicolon. I took the double quotes off of please enter the type of year you are having. So I took the double quote off. So now it's not recognizing the read, which it won't recognize nickname, and then it won't know what to print for nickname. So let's close this, Shift ZZ, and then now I can execute it. Okay, now apparently, let me ask you this, class. If this program ran and we know it has errors, and but it executed and giving me this much of the execution, what type program it is?
I would say the one that constantly runs without stopping.
No, it's gonna stop. But I'm asking. Well, the thing was, I mean, let me ask you. You're gonna know when I say it. Is it a compiler or is it an interpreter? Remember the difference in the two when we had class?
It's the interpreter.
Right, because the interpreter what? Execute each line until it finds an error. A compiler will check the entire program, and if it's an error, it won't compile. Everybody remember we had talked about that in our 192 class and 193 class. So a compiler will say, okay, let me look at all this program. Let me look through the entire program. Oh, I see errors, boom. And it might give you 20 errors for one mistake. You understand? Because if we had nicknamed 20 different times in a program and we running it through a compiler, it's gonna give us that error 20 different times about nickname undefined. You got me? But with an interpreter, it's gonna say, okay, I'm gonna execute that line. Everything looks fine. Input whatever, that looks fine. Input whatever, that looks fine. Oh, what's going on here? I don't see where, whatever. So watch when we get to the part where we're gonna input the mood of the city or whatever we had said. So say I put 2015, all right? In a city, I'll say Port Allen. Okay, hit enter. So you saw what happened? So that's an interpreter. It's gonna execute till it reaches a problem. Now look what it said. Unexpected end of file. Because what? We had a mismatch in our double quotes, right? Because once I took that double quote off the end, I got an error. But now, what line it told me the error was on?
15. Well, it says 15.
Well, with the first one.
12.
12, right? So it says in the file while looking for matching. So watch what I do. I'm gonna open this up. Now watch what I do at the bottom. I'll do a shift colon and set number. If it ever come up. All right, set number. When I hit enter, notice what happens. It gives me my line numbers, all right? But it said 12. Oh, you know why? Because it took all of this from now all the way to here as what? What's enclosed in the double quotes. And then when it took the D year is, it tried to read that as a command. So that's why we got that error. Everybody understand what happened, right? It took everything from here, please enter type of year, all that, and it's waiting to find another double quote. Oh, here's another double quote. Okay, so what command coming after that? Oh, that's not a command. I don't understand what that is. So that's why the error ended up being down on that, to that line, all right? So if I go back in and I'll do A and put the double quotes, and then it's done. Now, another thing, say I take the dot, well, let me run it first. Let me run it so you know that it actually running. Okay, we run it, yeah. All right, so it's running. So now let's VI it again. And this time I'll take a $sign off of say nickname. All right. So I'll go down to nickname and you remember we can only display the information. And now what? Look what's going. Yeah. Well, you know what's going to happen here, right? Can anybody tell me what's going to happen right here?
You're just gonna say nickname.
Bam, that's right. I've taken the variable reference off, and now it's just gonna print what? Hey, this has been a nickname year, right? Everybody see that? So let's see what we got here. And I'll put in 2020 and Baton Rouge. And look. Well, still it asks me to input a nickname. I'll put okay, but still it won't print it. See? Nickname year. Because what? I didn't represent this using a $ in front of the variable. All right. Anybody with questions? Anybody with questions? All right. Because like I say, it can become overwhelming or confusing once you get alone trying to work on these assignments now. But like I said, hopefully you can kind of hone in on your programming skills and get it done. All right. So not here. I think it's here. All right. No, which one is this one? No, which one is it? It's yeah. All right. So now, why? Oh, okay. So here, just like in C++ and many other programming languages, you have arithmetic operators. You can add, you can subtract, you can multiply, you can divide. Have they're called modulo, but it's the modulus, right? And then you have what? Exponentation, all right? Exponentiation, my fault. Exponentiation, which is what? Something raised to a power. Then we even have the comparison operators, less than, dash LT, greater, less than or equal to, dash LE, equal to, the double equal, remember that, dash EQ, greater than or equal to, dash GE. And they use greater than, greater or equal than, that's how they put it. All right, then you have greater than, and then you have dash GT. All right, so sometimes some of the things you learn in one application, it won't change when you migrate to another because certain things are standard. All right, now looking at this is an example of using arithmetic expressions in a program. And you could type these programs just to test to see how they work. All right. And we could try typing it now too. It says, and what I would want you to do, how many people are at their computers and able to type in their shell?
I have to pull it up, but I can.
Okay, go ahead on. I'll leave this up. What you could probably do, normally you could drag a screen to the side like this, and then you'll have half the screen, and then you could open up the other one and then you could look them side by side. So you can look at my screen and look at yours, side by side, and type this code. What this code does, this is the bin, all right, the shebang, but then you have sum. So this is a variable. Sum equal, no spaces, sum equals, and 25 plus 35. And notice they're in the double parentheses, Now, and you have to have them. You're going to get an error if you don't. Now, so it's going to store 25 plus 35 into sum. And then the printout sum, echo, but then what? $ sum. Everybody see that? All right. So what I'll do, I'll push this over and open this. And so let's see, CoCal. So see, I could have split screens here. Let's see here. Yeah, so I could have my split screen and I could see it. And then now I could type. So I'll just open up my same one that I had and make changes to it. So in here, and normally what I'll do is I'll do something like this. I'll move to that line if it allows me. And I could do DD 100, or 100 DD, and it deletes 100 lines. So now I took everything out, hit the letter A. And now if I do sum equals 25 plus 35. All right. And then echo, I don't want to do it now. Then I could put a pound sign, which give me a comment or blank like a line. Then I could say echo, I'm gonna just echo a blank line, echo, and then echo, thought I had it. The sum is, and then $ sum. All right. And then I'll just put lines at the end. All right. So now I want to hit escape, Shift Z. And then when I run it, well, all right, see, the sum is, if you're looking at mine, it gives us the sum is 60. And I just changed it. In the example, it just say echo in the sum. But you can change it. Anybody had issues?
So far, no, I'm testing it now.
All right. Yeah, okay. It's one thing I gotta find out, and I probably do some more research, how to work with decimal values, because I tried it and it didn't work. So I'm gonna try to look into that to see what's what. But with whole numbers, man, no problem with nothing, whatever, multiplying, whatever, and all that. But I gotta try to find out how they work with decimals, or how do you go about using decimals, working with decimals with it. All right, so you got it, Miss Wisham?
1 second. Website being slow with me too.
Oh yeah, okay. And then after that, you could just modify the other one and just change area, in that statement inside, and then say area. If I could tell, what did I do? Oh, that was a pound.
Mr. Sylvester.
What happened? You got an error?
No, I have a question.
What you got?
I emailed you yesterday because I went to your office hours for
Right.
1:15 and you never came to it. But I had a
Listen,
question.
hold on, stop. Now, just like this class, most of my classes run over. You got me? So I had students after my class. And what did I say at the beginning of the semester? It's best probably to catch me the 9 o'clock before the classes, because just like this class and some other classes, after classes when students in the class have issues or something, and I deal with that. You got what I'm saying? So I might not go to my office hours because I'm already in Zoom in my class. So 9 o'clock on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday from 9 to 1, and Wednesday from the 9 to 1, I think 9 to 12 is the best time. You know what I'm saying? Those are the best time. Because it's like I don't have no class on Monday from that 9 o'clock to that 1 o'clock span. And on Wednesday, I don't have class till at 12 o'clock. But most times after class, it's something that a student have or whatever. And even though sometimes I might teach over. So you got to watch it on, you might not catch me on those times. All right?
Right. But I had a question about my program because it's not working. So can I email it to you after
All
class?
right. What program?
The file name one.
The file name.
The one that's due today.
Oh, that's the one where you have to do it in the virtual box?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now let me ask. Okay, yeah. Now we could talk about that after class though.
All right.
Because there shouldn't be nothing that hard, that's going on. All right. Yeah. Did everybody get this program? Did you get this one, Mr. Jingle?
Yes, sir.
I
Huh?
just
Yes,
All
sir.
right. What you got, Miss Wisham?
I just did it, but I got nothing showing. Hold on a sec.
Did you do echo, $, whatever?
Yes.
The same variable name?
Yes.
Did you
Okay.
do the double open parentheses?
Yes.
Did you put space in between the operators?
What?
Like sum
Hold up.
equal. Did you put spaces in between the equal sign and the plus sign?
No, I did no spaces.
Okay, and then you close the double quote, double. Now, did you it didn't say nothing about permission?
I did the permissions. I just changed that.
Okay. And when you executed it,
Nothing popped up. It just showed a blank line.
go back to your echo.
I'm here.
What you have for echo?
I have echo $sum.
Right. And that should give you that. Now at the top,
Hold
what you
up.
got?
I wonder if this is. Oh crap! I pressed O. Oh, never mind.
You had
Close.
the letter O. I mean
No.
the number 0. Right?
No, I pressed O instead of I. Trying to go to insert mode. Hold on a sec.
So you never ran it yet. Okay.
No, I did. It gave me a blank line. I went back to it to see if there was an error, but I pressed
Okay.
O trying to go to insert mode instead of I. Now I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, sometimes it's your memory. It's running slow, and then just give it time, hit enter, do a clear, CLEAR,
Okay.
and it's just gonna give you that blank screen.
It's not letting me clear it. I have to see what O did to me in this.
Do a control D, see what happens. It didn't give you the $ prompt.
I'm about to, why in the world?
What happened?
I'm trying to move my cursor and it's giving me A, B, C, D, A, B,
Right.
C,
Oh,
D.
you're in the insert mode. Hit escape.
Hold up. Let me get rid of all these now.
Well, you probably just need to hit escape and quit it. Do a quit exclamation and go back in and then make the changes all over again.
Hold up. What's you said control clear?
Just, you had the $ prompt?
It's not
Control C or hit Control D or Control C, one of the two. Do a Control D first. If that don't work, try Control C.
hold up.
That interrupt. It's supposed to interrupt and get you back into bed.
Nope. Nothing.
Open it. Might need to,
Hold up. It's saying for me to do something. Okay. Can I do stuff now?
Oh, where you at?
I'm just going to restart completely. I'm going to Ubuntu.
All right. Okay. All right.
Hold up a second. Okay. Let's try this again. So I'll just redo the whole thing.
Right. And that's class, that's computer science, memory low, memory bad. You can have some bad memory addresses on your memory card. What I want to say, the usage of the system and resources at a given time, it could run slow, but that's computer science, That's computer science.
Okay, I'm typing everything all over again, starting from the pound sign and bash, all that.
Right. Okay. Ben said bad. Okay.
Okay, so now I know, just don't use my arrow keys at all.
You can use them, but like I say, once I would say somehow the system start not say running out of memory, but it's like lagging and you start using those keys, I think it causes issues. Because mine do that. It'll put like the square, one square bracket A, square bracket B, or something like that. And when you're trying to use the arrow keys to go up, down, left, or right.
Yeah, mine is just doing A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, no matter what I press.
Yeah, mine would do square bracket A, whatever. And I just hit escape and try to get out of it, do a quick exclamation point, and it won't save any changes, and then come back in and try.
Hey, phooey. Continue on while I try to fix.
All right, okay. So, and the second one, everybody should have could have probably did the second one too. Like I said, I just did it. I just changed. I just used the same one. I just changed just the area, changed just the 5. 5 times 5, and then change just to echo area. All right. And like I say, all it is taking a length and a width and giving you the area of a square or even whatever rectangle. All right. Any questions? All right. So just like in when you use C++, you had and R. So all of a sudden now you could ask if this is whatever, if this is greater than this, or this is less than this. So now you can do what? Ranges of something or whatever. So and R can be used in the bash programming. Then we have what? These shortcut operators, which are plus equal. We know all we're doing is adding whatever we have in our on the left side to the right side. Here we subtracting whatever we have on the left from the right. Here we're multiplying whatever we have on the left to the right. Here we're dividing whatever we have on the left by the right. And here we find the modulus, whatever's on the left by the right. All right, so it's the same thing as your C++, all right, operators. So now, we know, because we talked about it, to print to the screen, we'll use what? Echo, right? Echo just prints information to the screen. So it says you can print anything to your screen using the echo command. Now, looking at this command, what will it output, class? Looking at this short code here, what will output?
It'll output test, and then at the bottom, I think it won't output anything because it doesn't have the quotations.
Dollar
So you'll get an
sign.
error.
Oh, it's a working program. So let's look at the first line. Echo in double quotes test. What is going to output?
Test.
Test. Echo test. What is going to output? The word test. Echo testing something. Going to output what?
Testing something.
Testing something. All
So
right.
you don't need the quotation?
No, you really don't. But well, let's look at it. Where am I? Let's go here. So let's do that. Let's go back to here, and let's say after we do our area, go down to here, and I'll do an A, and I'll say echo double quote test, and echo testing something. So we have that, right? So now let's run it. I'll save it first. And let's run it. So look at the bottom. It gave the area, but then look, test, which one in double quote, test, the one that just echo that string, and then testing something, right? So it outputted all three of them just by doing what? Echo, right? So either way, it will work. All right. Now, I don't know if it'll work with the if I do this and I do something like, oh, well, let me VI it first. If I do something like that and I do $ area, yeah, it should work. All right, so it looked like it's gonna work. So I'll save that, escape, Shift Z. All right, and it did work. And I gotta hit enter. All right, so look, without using the double quotes, it still did test, and look, testing something, and then my variable at the end, or the value of the variable at the end. All right. Okay, so it's not really needed, but you can use it, all right? Because what? Normally in programming, you have your string enclosed in whatever, and it makes it much more understandable. All right, so let's look at, and I think this is the last slide. No, I got one more slide. So let's look at this one. Bash programming, dealing with the control structures of the if-else statements. So the if statement is just if, whatever the condition, then you're doing something, then you're finishing the if. Here you got if then else, which we should understand. That's why we want you when we teaching your programming to understand concepts. Because if you understand the concept of if else, and nested if, you can apply it to almost any language because it doesn't change. But the only thing that might change is the syntax, but the actual concept is still the same. So the if then else, if whatever the condition is, if it can say X greater than 5, then do something, whatever the commands are to do, else do something else. And those are one command, and then finish. All right. Then if this is a nested, so I have a if, whatever the condition, then do this, else if, so now that's nested, right? That's nested under that if. So else under the if, else do this, else if, do this, else do this, and then you finish. All right? So let's look at some code here. All right? So what I want you to do is try either one you want. Try any one of them that you would like to. This one just doing a comparison of blank. All right. If what dog name was equaling to Roger, you could have had it to where you made the user input a name. All right. So dog name, well, here they gave it a name, then they comparing it to see if it was blank. If it's not blank, then if it was blank, then it would say invalid dog name. Otherwise, your dog name is in the name of the dog. In this one, it's set in to equal to 10, all right? Then it asks if in $ would be the value of 10. If 10 is less than 10, no, 10 is not less than 10. 10 is equal to 10. So this one would print out, it is a 2-digit number, all right? Because it's not less than, all right? Because if it was less than, then it'd be a 1-digit number. So that's what that does. So what you can do is try typing that one and see what happens. So what I'll do, I need to move it over. I'll move this over. You can only see that one for now. I'll reduce it. All right, so you can see it. You should be able to see it. So you could type it. So I'll type one of them. I'll type the second one. All right, and I'll do it in the same one here. So I'll go here. Okay. Okay. So then I'll say, and I'll try to read it in. I'll say, not get, echo, and I'll say, I'm just gonna change it up a little bit. And then read. And I'll just use the same variable name, in. All right. And then now I'll say, I'll use a pound sign. Oh, that's not pound, that's pound. Then I'll say if base $ in dash less than 10. Close the bracket. Now notice what? In C++ you're using what? Parentheses. Now we're using what? The square brackets. Okay? Semicolon. And then what? Then 2-digit or higher. 2-digit. All right. 2. Two. Number. All right. Okay. Positive number. All right. Close that. And then do the F5. And that should end it. What's going on here? Okay. So hit escape. Shift Z. Run it. Uh-oh, something not matching on mine. It's unexpected in the file. Let me see if I got my double quotes. Sometimes that causes an issue. Nope, got double quotes. Double quotes. Oh, look here. All the way up at the top. All the way here. So sometimes you have to look. Oh man. Hit escape. X. A double quote. All right. Hit escape. Now, shift Z. Let's run it. All right. So here we go. Please enter a number. I'll put I don't want this. Please enter a number. I'll put 45. All right. I can't see. All right. So look, I put in 45. It says what? It is and then I spelled 2 wrong. 2 or more positive, 2 more digit, I should say positive number. And my whole thing is wrong. Two or more digit positive number. All right, everybody typed in and got a answer. Question? I'll put in 4. All right. All right, it is a 1-digit number. All right. All right, there we go. All right, class. Hello? Hello, class?
Still here.
Yeah, did you get it? Did you type it in? Hello?
Sorry, I was still trying to figure out what the issue was.
With the first? Oh.
My Ubuntu one, it won't let me do backspace nor use my arrow keys, but the website will. So I have to figure that out.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And that's some of the compilers that said, well, not say operating system, depending on the operating systems that you're using. Yeah. Anybody else? Now, class, given that information, you should be able to do what? Your assignments, correct? Now this is an example of what? Less than, and this one equal to. In your program, I told you to write it to where you're comparing two numbers and don't decide which number is great. So you're gonna have, if it's this, you're gonna say this number is greater than this one. But if it's not, then you're gonna say the other number is greater than that one. So all you need is an if-else statement, right? To complete the second assignment. Right? It's not a long drawn out program. So anybody with any questions?
So far, no.
Yeah, but did it come out?
Yeah, the first one works, so I had to figure out what's wrong with my Ubuntu one.
Right. And then you might have some kind of character in it that it doesn't recognize or something. You know what I'm saying? When you kept doing the arrow keys or whatever.
Yeah.
It could be something. So you might want to create a new blank file. You know what I'm saying? And do it from that.
Okay.
Right. So, questions about my assignment. What I'll probably do, and I said I won't do it, but I'm going to do it this time. Hopefully you're kind of looking at your notes and stuff. I might put some of the programming, like one or two programming examples up. I'm going to create a little quiz for you to take, so we have something recorded in quizzes. But then what I'll do, I'll create a test about 20, 30 questions dealing with the Linux, the different, the operating system, the commands we talked about and whatnot. So kind of brush up on that stuff so you can have some knowledge of that. All right. So I'm gonna talk with. If nobody have any questions, I'll work with Mr. Jingles to see what kind of issues he's having with his program. So anybody got any questions?
I may get back with you if I can't figure out what's up with my Ubuntu.
Okay. Yeah. All right. No problem.
I may have to delete the whole thing entirely and restart.
No, but not Ubuntu, but just the create a new file.
I did that. I did the same thing.
Oh, the exact same thing?
Yeah.
Now, what, it gave you errors?
No, literally, like if I press my arrow key and
yeah, you're right. That's what you said.
I have the same problem.
I press backspace and it just moves back. The cursor moves.
All right. Now, I will tell you this, though. What it might be doing is forcing, because see, you're in two different operating systems, actually. You're in that virtual box, but you're still in that Windows operating system. Now, you can navigate through a file in VI using the L8 and H, yeah.
JKL, I believe.
JKL semicolon, yeah. Those 4 keys. So left, right, up, and down. So those 4 keys allow you to do that. You understand? Move up and down and throughout your file.
Okay, but
so that's what you may have to use.
My backspace button, that's the other issue.
But
use delete.
Yeah, I press delete, but I still can't move up and down.
No, but use the K and the L.
All right.
Yeah, use those keys.
Go back. Oops. All right, I'll give it a try.
All right, then. Yeah.
You can use them if you use escape and then just go back to A to type.
You talk about use them buttons?
Yeah, the arrow keys.
Yeah, normally, yeah. If you do that, it should work with the arrow key. But if you try to use those arrow keys from within insert mode, Yeah, that's when you have a lot of issues. Yeah.
Darn. All righty.
Right. Yep. Yeah. So watch what mode you in. Yeah. So Mr. Jingles, what you got? Anybody else though? Anybody else?
Besides that, do we stay on or do we leave?
You can leave, but like I said, I'm gonna answer Mr. Jingles' question. So it might help you. It might be something, whatever. But it's dealing with the program that we turned it in.
Okay.
Right.
I had questions about that, but I think it was already answered. All right. I'll see y'all
Oh,
later.
okay. All right, then have a good one.
Mr. Sylvester,
Yeah.
I created the program, but for some reason I can't get it to display.
Okay, now wait, what program that is? Get me straight on that one. What assignment that is?
The one that's due today.
That's the oh, that was the second one with the to put it in Ubuntu and run it, right?
Yeah.
Where you printing out your name, the semester, your name, the class name, and my name and the date, right? Something like that. Okay.
Right.
So what is doing?
It's not allowing me to print it to the screen to where you can see it. Because I noticed when you graded my first one, you said that
Right, it wasn't executed. Right, it wasn't executed. So let me ask you this: you type in the program, correct?
Right.
You save it.
Right.
And then you get the $ prompt.
Yeah.
At the $ prompt, what you do?
I did CHOMD 700.
Okay.
JGO.sh.
All right.
But
So you change the mode. What you did after that?
It's saying the command is not found.
Yeah, but well, give me the command you use. Just exactly like you typed it.
I did VI.
No, the command, the change mod.
Oh, I did lowercase CHOMD 700, and then I just typed
CH what?
CHOMD 700.
CH what?
Oh, CHMOD.
Oh, okay, all right. You'll never change the permissions if that's the case. You understand?
Oh, I see what I did wrong.
Yeah, you never change your permission, so you'll never be able to execute it.
So I typed it.
Change mod, CHMOD, yes.
And I typed it backwards.
Right. And what happens is you thinking it's changed, and when you execute it, it should say no permissions, don't have the right permissions.
Okay, that's probably what I did wrong in
But now let me ask you this: how you gonna execute it?
You're gonna put that slash
the name of the file.
The name of the file.
That's it. What / whatever .sh and that'll give it to you. Yeah.
Right. All right.
All right. So that was your issue. Because that's why I said with the first one, I'm like, now wait a minute. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see nothing. Well, whatever. And I'm like, wait a minute. What's going on? You know, I couldn't see no output. I didn't see the command that you used. Nothing. So I said, oh no. So that's why you made.
That's why I was looking crazy. Like I just did my assignment.
Right, but you didn't get no credit. You got some credit though.
I got 0 credit.
Okay, you didn't execute it. Yeah.
So yeah. That's why I was looking crazy.
Right, but let me ask you this: you working on a program, and you don't reach out at all to the teacher?
I reached out to Twin to
Keon. Washington.
Yeah, he usually helps me with it.
Okay.
Oh, he'll usually call and ask me did I do the program. So I usually work with him.
Right, okay. All right. Yeah, because man, I'm like, man. Yeah. But you know, it kind of make it bad when the teacher looking at something and it's errors. Now, if you did it and it's just not quite right, you're like, okay, they put some effort in. But if it's like you turn it in and it got errors and it's like never been whatever, it's like, man, they even took the time to find out or do whatever to try to get the errors out of it. It just makes it look kind of bad.
Right. So I'm I'm finna send it in and finish up my last paper.
All right, yeah, because you got them 2 papers to do too, yeah.
Yeah, because I know, Mr. Manu, this stuff was not even new to me. I'm starting to think that this is actually the same class.
Right,
Because
right. But you see what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff changes over. But Mr. Manu teaches what? Operating system or what?
yeah, he teaches operating system.
Right. And he teach some of this?
Yeah, and that's why
Right.
I was going, because I know when I wrote the first paper, I just looked at my operating
System class, right. Because
system
see,
book.
Linux and Unix is an operating system. It's just not Windows. You understand?
Right,
Right.
and that's what Mr. Manu said.
Right. Yep.
So
That's right.
I was looking at in the book for questions. I mean the chapter that we on. And I
Oh,
know that
okay.
I think I'm not for sure, but I'm gonna have to check in that book to see if we have like the 4 popular desktops.
But what you can do is just Google it, and then if they give you some, take that and Google that to see what different people say about it, different companies say about it, and put your paper together. You got
Right.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
But I know the last paper I wrote from the book, but I
Right.
just paraphrased it all.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
But let me go ahead and get these 2 programs out the way.
All right then, man. Because like I said, it shouldn't be hard, but it might take a little time because you might miss a quote, miss a whatever. But like I say, you work at it, you're gonna get it. You're gonna take it out, and get them out, and you'll be done.
Right. So I'm about to redo the whole code. That way it don't have
Yeah.
no.
Okay. All right then.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right. All right, later. I need to do my. Okay.